Well, it's a Saturday morning. Temperature's about 55. We're taking a walk down here to Johns Pass Seafood Fest this weekend. Well, we'll see how it goes today. It's cold. Expecting some rain off and on today. So we're going to take a look, see what's going on down here. It's about 10:15 in the morning. As you can see, they're still rolling in here. Even though it's a bad day, it's going to be busy. So we're going to take a look around. This guy here has got to work 12 hours again today.
How you doing today?
Good, good. How are you?
All right.
I hope it don't rain on him. Yeah, we'll cut through here. Wonder what kind of seafood people are going to eat 10 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, we'll find out. Well, this is the Bamboo Beer Garden, and they're set up for music. So they'll be having music throughout the day. And that's about where this festival starts. As you can see, most of the vendors are still setting up or aren't even here yet. The few people walking around, most of those are vendors. Good morning. Usually have more vendors than this down in this end, and usually a little more going on. Of course, it's early yet. I'm sure that the weather's not going to help much today. And tomorrow, this is Saturday. And weather report calls for a possibility of a few showers on and off today. Same for tomorrow. One of the larger food vendors comes in for Seafood Fest. And just glancing around, I would say there's not as many food vendors this year as in the past. I think we have too many things going on in this area. We have Gasparilla going on in Tampa. We have the
Florida Tampa RV Show, which is one of the largest in the country. That's on this weekend, and there's going to be vendors there. And Sunday is the Bucks playoff game. That's certainly not going to help. But I don't think the number of food vendors is anywhere near what it has been in the past. I'm going to go out on a limb there and say that I would think that it's about half the vendors as it's been in the past. Food vendors I'm talking about. Probably the artisan trades is down maybe a third. I'm just guessing. That side of the street we just seen there, that in the past has always been full of food vendors. About a third of the way down. High day may reach 60. This is down towards the boardwalk. A few vendors down here. One food truck. Just doesn't seem to be as many seafood places as in the past. Years ago, when this thing started, and I was lucky enough I did attend one of the very first ones they had. A lot of the seafood vendors were actually the restaurants from around the area. All the islands and St. Petersburg. A number of those restaurants would come in and set up their tents, and you could sample some of what their restaurant had to offer. And very good to promote local restaurants, local businesses. But that faded away, and now it's all these vendors that travel from fest to fest and in various venues. But there are no restaurants that I saw here at all, and I haven't for a number of years now. That's a shame in a way. This is behind the scenes. I'm going to walk down back. As I walk back, I'm going to walk behind these food vendors. Gives you an idea of what they have to haul in here and what they have to have. Here's a freezer. They brought their own freezer. Coolers. All their cooking supplies and utensils and so forth. Most of them have a generator, some of them as many as 2 generators going, because they have their gas-fired grills and so forth. So there's a lot involved to bring this, to bring a vendor, food vendor in here. Now the craft vendors are it's a little bit of work for them too, but nothing to compare to this. So you crab a little bit, I guess, maybe about the prices. But all in all, it's not that bad. These guys really work. Now, some of these events, including this one, what you do is you buy tickets. And a food vendor here will charge so many tickets for an item. What they do then is they turn their tickets in at the end of the festival, and the beach pays them for the amount of tickets they have. So the prices of their foods vary by the number of tickets. The part I don't like about it is in the past I've always had tickets left, because you may buy $30, $40 worth of tickets. You have a beer and some food, and you got 4 tickets left. It costs $5 to get a beer or something, and then you're giving them away, or you end up with extra tickets. Now that's good for the promoters of the festival, and I guess it makes it a little easier on the vendors that they don't have to worry about dealing with cash, change, and all that. Now the artisan vendors, that's a different story. There you pay in cash. But the food vendors pay in tickets, beers and tickets. Now if I want beer, I go to the VFW, and a beer costs me about a third of what it costs me from the beer vendors here at the festival. A good festival, back when it was before COVID, brought in 50,000 plus for the weekend. That's 50,000 people going through here. And it's been estimated that it's as high maybe as 55,000.
I like that one.
Well, we're back where we started at the Bamboo Beer Garden. I think the musicians here are starting to set up, getting ready for the day. Well, it's about 12:30, and usually at Seafood Festival on a Saturday or Sunday at 12:30, it's all you can do to walk through here. And as you can see, it's just not that busy. Yeah, these poor vendors are not that busy. They're not going to have a great weekend. It's also funny to see all these people bundled up. in this cool weather. If you look down there towards the food vendors, I mean, normally at 12:30, there's lines at each vendor. And since there's not as many vendors, I would suspect that there should be long lines. But people are just aren't coming out yet. Now maybe they'll be here a little later this afternoon. Certainly hope so, for their vendors' sake. But if you can see out there just a little bit of the tent where those seats are, that tent's not nearly full. And usually on a Saturday and Sunday, you're fighting to find a place in there to sit down to eat.
Well, we came, we seen, now we're leaving. It's early in the morning, not a lot of people there. Some of the vendors are most of them are just setting up. The food wagons and so forth, they've been cooking for at least a half hour to an hour. So they're ready. It didn't look as big as it has in the past. Not quite as many vendors. Certainly not as much in the way of the food trucks and so forth. But still, pretty good fest going on down there. I'd say maybe 2/3 of what it used to be. I got my filming in. What's your name?
Joe.
Joe, I'm Ben.
How you doing,
We
man?
met the other day.
Yes, we did.
Joe's got the task of keeping people from coming down this street. 12 hours on in a row. He had his choice of this or the football game. He took this. Don't blame him. So we're on our way back.